Today we're going to look at 5 practical things to do to help us when we are emotionally drained. Hey guys, Sheldon Laxina here. I just wanted to welcome you to another video about our 4 gauges, our spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental gauge. In fact, those are the areas that we need to really pay attention to, because those are the 4 areas that really help us to balance out our life. And today we're going to take a look at one of them, which is our emotional gauge. Now, very rarely do we pay attention to this one until something happens, or we get to a point where we're so overwhelmed that we don't know what to do, and so we're emotionally drained. Well, today I want to show a video of something that I do to help me fill my emotional tank, as it were, because we need to have more coming in emotionally than is going out. In other words, if I'm not filled emotionally, but I'm being drained emotionally, then it won't be too long where I'm gonna fall into some kind of depression. And my body is keeping record, so my chemicals in my body will change, my serotonin levels will change, and I'll explain a little bit about what that is. But what I'm going to do is show you a video of what I do to help me get filled emotionally, which is one of the 5 things that we're going to discuss. So I'm going to watch the video of what I was doing, and I'm just going to kind of commentate a little bit on it, and then we can talk about the 5 things that will help us when we are emotionally drained. So as always, I'm going to be watching the video that you're watching, and then I'll just commentate on it. And the things that we're going to be seeing is me painting this, and it's one of those first birthday card boxes, when they put the birthday card in there. So I made this for a friend of mine, and I thought maybe I can give you an example, a practical way of how to fill your emotional tank. So the first thing is to do something you enjoy. So let's watch this. And the first thing I did is start off with a sketch, and I just sketched it out, and her name is Kaya. So I was trying to figure out how to do the writing, and so I had to go to Holly Pixels, that website, or that YouTube channel, so check it out. But I'll just do a quick sketch and get some references, and then I'll put it on the wood, because this fills me emotionally. I love doing art, I love creating things, and when I'm doing this, it just fills me. And although it's not so relaxing, it is relaxing, which is the second thing. Do something relaxful, and this actually is relaxful for me. It may seem like it's a lot of work too, but it's probably more relaxful than it is work. And then, while I'm creating or cutting things like this, I'm working with my hands. I'm doing something productive. So relaxation is one. Rest is another one. You want to make sure you're having proper rest. And that may be difficult if you work a job that requires a lot of hours, or if you're in school, let's just say you're a student. And when you're trying to fill yourself emotionally, it's not a matter of age, because you could be a young person, you could be someone who's older than your teenage years, or if you're in your 40s or 50s or beyond. Whoa, the camera's kind of shaky. But do things that you enjoy, and then make sure you get good rest. But also, relaxation is the second thing. The third thing is make sure you get good rest. And I can function on 4 to 5 hours of sleep. A good rest for me is 6 hours. And I'm also painting the inside of the box, because even though no one will see it, I see it, and the people who are the parents of this child will see it, and other people will see it. So you want to do good work, which is what I also enjoy. I want to do things well, do things with excellence, because you value the person that you're doing this for. If you're doing art for someone, or if you're creating something for someone, if it's just for yourself, you still want to do a good job at it. But I just wanted to honor them and honor their baby, who was turning 1 year old. But Kaya is, I believe, 2 now. What is this? April? Yeah. I think she's 2. Anyway, I always see her. She's such a cute baby. But So the first thing is do things you enjoy, which fills your tank quickly. But the second thing is to make sure you're doing something relaxful. Some of you like gardening or going to the beach or hanging out with friends, reading a book, going hiking, maybe just sitting in your house for a little while, or watching a good movie. But do things that you enjoy. So you want to make sure you're doing things you enjoy, resting, relaxation. But you also want to make sure that you are reflecting. That you want to reflect on the day, reflect on maybe doing things a little different or doing things better. In this case, when I'm painting this, I'm thinking, how can I do a better job with the consistency of the paint, or do a better job with my line work? And I've never done something like this, so it was also a challenge for me, which I enjoy doing that. I love challenging myself to get better at things, but at the same time, I'm trying to do things with excellence. I'm also trying to reflect upon my day. And while I'm doing this, it's so relaxing that I'm able to reflect and really think things through. Or at the end of the night, you can reflect. You can reflect on your day. You can reflect on your life. You can reflect on your dreams and how things are going. And if things aren't going well, then do the fifth thing, which is to release. And release the things that are pulling you down. Release the things that are holding you back. And that's the finished product. And I wanted to make it strong enough and sturdy enough so that she can do this. And so she was kind of playing on it. And I wanted to make it strong enough so that it would last a long time too. And Kaya's parents, such good parents, good friends of mine, David and Christine. And so that I really wanted to do for them. That sound you hear, I really love. And if you're a basketball player, you love that sound, because it's a chirping of your shoes on the basketball court. Okay, we just finished playing, and I am Look how tired I look. I probably look like that right now. But my eyes are deep set. It was a good run. And I noticed that because I'm not running as much, then I'm talking over then me, sorry. I tend to fatigue quicker. So I am exhausted. If you're not exercising, then you want to exercise so that you can not be fatigued when you play a sport. Right. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, eat something. I ate an acai bowl today. That's on a... And right now I'm looking at my hand. So this is on a Sunday. We get up at around 4 o'clock. Right now it's probably around 4. I'm guessing 4. But now it's 4 in the afternoon. The reason why I try to guess 4:37 is because I want to work on my mental gauge, which is to understand time. Oh, not bad. So I was off by about a minute. 4:38, I was off. Plus I challenged myself. Some of you do that. You try to guess. I'm going to take them running. So this is the next day. So they're my dogs, and they want to go running. My legs. Yeah. My legs are sore from the day before, which was basketball. So usually Monday I try to, rest to get my body back into rest mode, or to recuperate. What do you call that day? Recovery. Your recovery day? Yeah, recovery day. But I was okay enough to run. So I just ran with my dogs, I think 1.5 miles or 2 miles. And then I'll run 2 on the treadmill. I think that's what I ran that day. But I try to do a quick exercise because what this does is it actually fills me, because I'm balancing out my chemicals in my body. And serotonin, wash your blender. Okay, that's it. But let me just talk a little bit about what serotonin levels are all about, and what that does for your body. I can take this off. Okay, so that's pretty much what I was doing to emotionally fill my tank. And when you're able to do things that you enjoy, you're able to rest, relax, reflect, and release. I probably mixed up the number 2 and 3, but that's okay. You got the 5 things. Then emotional exhaustion is not as bad, or it doesn't occur as often, because emotional exhaustion occurs when we have exceeded our capacity for emotional stress. And that's where our serotonin levels drop. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that occurs naturally in your body. And as a neurotransmitter, serotonin carries signals along and between the nerve cells, or your neurons. And it's found mainly in your intestines, but also in your central nervous system, which includes your brain and blood platelets. So serotonin levels, you want to make sure that that's good. And serotonin appears to affect and or regulate a number of body functions, including digestion, blood clotting, bone density, sexual function, and mood. And because of the mood changes where serotonin level affects, it can also lead to depression. So it's very important to fill our tanks emotionally, do things that you enjoy, rest properly, make sure you relax. You really want to reflect and then release the things that are holding you down. Hopefully this video helped you today, because I really want to encourage you to be healthy, get healthy, do things that bring health to your spirit, your physical body, your emotions, your mental health, or the way you think, so that we can be more productive. And that's the hope that I want us to have. Share this video with someone who you think may need it, or someone who you want to encourage to stay with it or get better. And then also hit the like button, or if you want to subscribe, you can do that. If you're watching this on Facebook or any other social media, you can go to my YouTube channel. But I hope that this video helped you. Just keep encouraging one another, stay motivated, never stop learning, and always stay creative.